for the consequences. The wisdom of Elijah's inside of the conscientious.
So I move with a different purpose. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, family? What's going on? Change of plans tonight. We're a little bit late, but we are here.
Yeah, we here.
Change of plans. But welcome to another episode of SincereluvdagodCast. I am the God, Sincere Love, here with my lovely co-host, nyctegur.
What's up?
What's going on with y'all?
We good. Another beautiful day. Got my little hair did. You know, I did
Some
a little
destinations
sweet
want to
ponytail.
get comments.
Shout out to Cree Styles out here. You know, little pony.
Who you shouting out?
Cree Styles. That's who did my hair.
Okay. Shout out to Cree Styles. But yeah, I need y'all to hit that like button, family. Share this out on your social media platforms. Let them know that we live right now, chopping it up. We're going to be talking about the Master's Table pre-order, man. I'm going to explain all the details about the pre-order for the Master's Table. We finally put out the album cover. Now everybody get to see what the album cover look like. Y'all following me on social media. What y'all think about the album cover, y'all?
I know it's fire. The album cover just makes you want to buy the album. Just if it was trash, I would still buy it just for that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, the marketing is in the art.
It is. Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? I really do try to be intentional about stuff like that. When me and RP be creating, like even with the song titles and different things like that. You know, because RP just thinks strictly from a creative standpoint, from a production standpoint. You know, whatever he's feeling from the music that he created, he'll come up with a title based on that, which makes sense, right? It'd be good titles. But I'm like, nah, ain't nobody gonna click on that. That don't mean nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have some key words in there. It's just like when you titling the broadcast.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or when you creating content on Instagram, because these are the platforms that we're using to get it out there, to promote and all that. So that's how we gotta operate. It's not like clickbait or nothing though. It's real, You know what I'm saying? That the titles still make sense. We ain't just reaching with it or nothing. But I think in terms of marketing, even when we're creating, you know what I'm saying?
So how did you guys come up with that title, The Master's Table? How did that come about?
I need RP here. That's an RP question. That's an RP Beats question.
Up in here. You see, he made me cuss. I said I wasn't gonna cuss.
Let me see. His phone was off. He might be DJing or something.
Yeah.
What's today? Yeah, he might got a gig somewhere or something. Hold on, it's ringing now. Hold on, let me see if RP Beats can come up in here real quick. But yeah, we're going to be talking about that. We're supposed to be doing another episode of the Black Business Showcase with y'all. But changing plans last minute with our guests. We had to reschedule that one. And so we just switched things up real quick for the one time. And so I'm like, okay, it's perfect time to talk about the pre-order for the new album, since we've been promoting it all day. You know what I'm saying? And yo, it's crazy how everything works out. Like you really literally can't plan this. Like there's certain things where I try to be intentional with the 7.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We got 7 of the master teachers on the album cover. We got I ain't even gonna think of everything right now, but there's a lot of 7s involved in the project as well, right? And so even when we coming up with the different price points,
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Well, first of all, all right, what's the profit margin? You know, we're looking at what's the profit margin based on, you know, what production and all that stuff costs. And then whatever that profit margin is, I'm gonna find a number closest to that equals out to 7.
It's gonna be a 7 in there.
It's gonna be a 7. So all the price points is gonna be a 7. It's gonna born out to 7. But then what I didn't even calculate or realize when you add the shipping fees, because depending on where you at. So I did it from my address just to test it out. And even with the shipping, it still came out to 7.
Look at the ancestors.
Right? Today is the 7th.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at
We
this.
didn't plan on dropping it today. It just so happens that we were able to tweak all of the what do you call it, the back office stuff with the website and all of that stuff. Like, trying to put everything, what the hell we was going,
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to do all of the technical stuff just to make sure that y'all are able to place y'all orders nice and smooth, no hassle. You know what I mean? I just want y'all to be able to click one or two buttons and place your order, and that's it. And so I had to figure all that stuff out, and it was cool doing it because I learned a lot. But what was I gonna say about that?
About
Oh
the
yeah,
seven. How
yeah.
did that
So
turn into a seven?
it wasn't a plan for us to release the album cover today or to drop the pre-release today. It just so happened that it fell on the 7th. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been wanting to put it out. It was just those little things that we had to tweak to be able to get it right. And so once we got it right, I called him last night. He like, yo, let's drop it.
Let's go.
I'm like, all right. Then I looked at the date. I said, all right, midnight, because it was like 11 o'clock. I'm like, we got one more hour to be the 7th, so midnight. Boom. So we dropped that joint today. Let me
show it off. Show it off. Let's get to the cover. Let's show the cover and then show the website so they can.
Well, the cover's on the website anyway, so
okay.
We go to the website, y'all.
He got a site, y'all.
Oh, I'm typing in the wrong site though. So y'all could go to the Masters, www.themastersrsvp.com and reserve your seat at the Masters table right now.
Who's the master?
Now.
Who's the master?
But to do my best to answer your question, because RP is the one that came up with the title, The Masters Table. And at first, it was a whole different direction. Like he came to me, he like, yo, the next one is the Masters.
Hold that thought. He's texting me. I'm trying to get him here. He's responding.
But I could tell y'all my side though, because he had came to me like, yo, the next one is gonna be called the Masters Table. He had this whole concept where it was like a board game. Okay, he gonna come on. He just hit me back.
Yeah.
And so it was this whole concept where it was like a board game. And I'll let him explain what the original idea was for that. It was a dope ass concept, but as we started creating the songs, it wasn't really going with that concept. You know what I mean? Like I always tell y'all, I don't really write the songs. The songs are written by the ancestors. They just come through me. And so it's like,
you don't write when you go into the booth. When you flew to New York some months back and y'all started to record this album, you didn't go with a pad?
Oh no, I'm not saying I don't physically write it. I do write it down, but I'm saying the ancestors tell me what to write.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can't just say I'm gonna make a song today about whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can, but it's probably not gonna be the best song. The songs that we really like, the songs that we really rock with, those are the songs that I would have never thought about that. It just came. You know what I'm saying?
Does it come with the beats though that you're listening to at the time?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because the drum, you know what I'm saying? The drum was always a form of communication. You know what I'm saying? There's a spiritual aspect to the drum. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the ancestors speak through the drums and through some of the other instrumentation, and they give me the direction. You know what I'm saying? Like RP will send me a beat. It'll have a title. He'll be like, this is what the song is about. And sometimes it work out. Most of the time it don't.
But as a producer, because I'm learning, from both of you guys, but as a producer typically works on the music, meaning the beats and stuff like that. So when he's creating beats, how does he know what the sound is or what it's supposed to be? Like I don't understand that part of the art. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. I mean, it's just a thing. The music speaks to you in a certain way. The process, the whatever inspired you to make it in the first place might have the concept behind it. You know what I'm saying? Beats, a lot of producers and musicians, they'll say beats have certain colors, certain sounds have certain colors and texture to it. And so that might have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But a producer really is instrumental in making the entire song. You know what I mean? Some quote unquote producers are really just beat makers. They just make the beat and then whatever happens with the beat happens with the beat. But a producer is really instrumental in like arranging, coming up with some of the concepts, and making it a whole piece. You know what I'm saying? That's a real producer. You know what I mean? And so RP is like that, and he's really the first producer that I worked with like that. You know what I'm saying? Ever. Usually I got beats, and you know, it's just me. You know, whether somebody sent me some beats or I got some beats offline or whatever, I bought some beats off of somebody, but never worked hands-on with a producer like that until I got with RP. Right. And you know what I'm saying, where you got to go back and forth and argue about concepts and shit like that, because at the end of the day, it's his art, it's my art. And so when the vision don't line up, that turned into a fight. Like we be going at it.
Y'all go at it?
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You would never think that though. First of all, you know, RP Beats is so laid back and chill. I can't even imagine him raising your voice.
That nigga be getting mad. That nigga be getting mad. He be getting mad. He be like, what the fuck you talking about? Nah, this shit hot, nigga. We doing it like this. I'm like, nigga, that shit trash. I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, you know, so far, you know, this is about to be number 3 right here. But so far, you know, been some masterpieces, man. We've been able to make some masterpieces together. You know what I mean? And so it brought something totally different out of me as an artist, you know, just working with him and putting together whole bodies of work and all of that. It's something that I always wanted to do and just never had a producer to work with like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But especially with this project, because we got more it's more musicality to this project than any of the other projects. It's not just boom bap, you know what I mean, chopped up samples. We got real instruments, you know what I'm saying? Real horns and chords and all of that shit. And it just adds so much to it. It makes it so much more timeless. It's a timeless piece right here. You know what I'm saying? And so
I'm tired of y'all teasing though.
Like we've been talking about this forever, right?
Teasing, like now.
We've been talking about this joint forever.
No, like now question. I know obviously you guys recorded some months ago. You know, you kind of were back and forth in New York. You guys gave us a little behind the scenes stuff as you were out there in New York, just some snippets of you guys in the studio. Did you guys record the entire process of this?
We did this entire project in New York. I didn't record nothing here. Did I?
But did you document it in New York? You know, you gave us a little snippet.
Oh, you mean did we video record it?
Yes, like
not really. We don't got much more than what you saw.
Okay.
We don't got much more than that.
Now you didn't take your own advice?
Huh? Nah, that'd be RP fault, man. That'd be RP fault, man, because I'm in the booth. You know what I'm saying? And I went live a couple of times while I was in the booth. And I think it got cut off or something. It didn't let me save it. I wasn't able to save the live so I could have that footage for later to chop up or whatever. But yeah, I'm always trying to document.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to document. RP, first of all, RP don't want nobody to hear no snippets. Yeah. He don't want nobody to see nothing. Like, I'm like, my nigga, we can't move like this. Like, we got to take people along for the ride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of RP beats, get your ass on here, RP.
Right. The dodging us and stuff.
What's going on? Your mic is muted, God.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah. I was just telling them how we be fighting over these joints, man. You know
I can't even imagine y'all fighting.
Oh my God. Where should we start?
Wow.
Should be getting real over these songs and these.
Yeah, man. Look, man. we got this one record I was really on called Black Power, the Black Power Laws, and so he records his verse. Then we had another guest MC verse, Ab Soldier. And shout out to Ab Soldier. So I go in, mix the record, you know, put me and Portier, shout out to Portier. you know, and we present the record, and he's like, "Oh, I don't like my verse anymore."
And
I'm like, bro.
And the hook too. And only
Well, yeah.
It was Ab Soldier's verse. Ab Soldier bodied it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. I wasn't about to let this nigga body me on my own shit.
I told him, I said, nice D. I said, yo, just go rewrite the verse, and then we'll work on the hook. And he was like, nah, forget it. So we had to scrap it.
Just petty. Yeah,
we scrapped it. So we got another record now. I made totally for the album, and it's a one verse record, and it's dope. It's called The Purge Intro, and so he lays the verse, right. So I go in with Portier. We mix the record. Portier is like, "Woo, this is crazy," and I'm like, "Yeah, this is a nice fiery move right here. This is a nice shot." Bring him the record. He's like, I don't know about it. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know about it? so I'm rocking it in the car. I was like, bro, I gotta live with this. Let me live with it, because I usually live with music. You know, I'll play it in the car. I'll play it in the headphones. You know,
we'll never put this shit out fucking with RP.
Yeah. I live with it. So you know, the record is fire. I told him like, yo, the record is fire, bro. Like, not just from the perspective of the concept and the whole body. Coming from the first intro into the Purge and then starting the album like we did the last go round, I was like, this is solid. He's like, I don't know about that.
Because the thing is, man, we set a standard, especially with the Spear and the Shield. But even if you go back to the first project, like each record that we made, we set the bar high. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's like every joint got to be one of those joints. It can't be no feelings like, yeah, this is cool. You know what I mean? If I feel like somebody going to skip it.
I was like, bro, I told him, I was like, bro, ain't nobody going to skip this joint right here. I said, shout out to my sister Dominique. I sent her a copy of that Purge joint. My sister was like, yo, this is bananas. And she sent the fire emojis like. Now she's got an ear, you know. My sister, shout out to her ear, because she's the one who picked the mission for the last album. She do, yeah. She picked the mission beat. Yes, she did. We were going through beats for the Spear and the Shield, and my sister said, "Yo, what's that?" I was playing beats in the house. I was just playing them off the machine. My sister said, "Yo, that's it right there. I hear Sincere over that." She was like, "Send that over to Sincere right now." I'm telling you, that's the one.
And I think I wrote that one the same day.
Yep, you wrote it the same day. You wrote it the same day. Yep. She was the one for that mission track. Yep.
And I'm not like that. Y'all know a lot of, you know, rappers, you know, Lil Wayne and all your favorite rappers and shit, they be sending verses back the same day. I ain't like that for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta sit with the track for a while and figure out what I'm supposed to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And similar to him, like, you know, he has to hear what he has to hear in terms of what he needs to write. Same thing with me when it comes to production. It's like, you know, if I hear, like, for instance, when we're talking about the Purge intro, just to give you a little backstory, Nice D, we Sincere presented me with the logo. We had the brain logo. So the master, you know, the master elements, we had the new logo with the brain, right? So he sends me the piece on the top, right? So he sends me the brain logo. So immediately I look at the logo and I hear Spark the Brain. I hear Spark the Brain. That's a part of Sincere's lyric from one of the records off the Spear and the Shield. And so I took that part, Spark the Brain. And then I took from Dr. Amos Wilson, I took another piece from that. And then that came together when he says mastery to masters. So I put those pieces together, and I put Nas in there with that. And then I made the beat all around it. Because when I saw the logo, it just inspired me to make that Purge beat. And I was like, yo, this is it right here. This is what I'm hearing. This is what, based on that visual, this is what I'm hearing. And this is what came. This is what I heard to make. So it's similar. Like, he hears lyrics. I see beats, I hear beats, and they come to me at random times. Sometimes I have a drum. Sometimes I hear a hook. Sometimes I get a bass line idea. It just comes randomly.
Do you write them down when you get them random like that?
I use sometimes I write it down, or sometimes I use like the voice memo on the phone. Like I'll just hum it, or I'll just speak what I'm hearing, and then sometimes when I'm just at the machine, I'll just tap on something and something just come up, and then a whole beat is made from just that one instance. It's the creativity is incredible because we both respect the process and we understand that it comes from beyond us.
What
You
did you
know,
feel about this cover when you first saw it?
um, it was perfect. Because originally when I had the idea for the Master's Table, when I came to him, I said the title is called the Master's Table, and I had the Malcolm X part, but I really didn't have it all flushed out, and then he brought his part with the master teachers, and the Last Supper,
Well,
and
talk about that came later though, but talk about
yeah.
the original idea that you had for like the board game concept and all of that.
Oh, that was something ill. That was that. I kind of like that was a whole different level as far as I had an idea to create this white supremacy board game. Like basically, the album would connect to the board game, and the board game, the concept is basically how we overcome the pitfalls of white supremacy. It's kind of like the Monopoly version, but it's the Black empowerment version. It's like an FBA on board game, a concept that I
You
had.
need to do that either way. That just needs to be a board game. We need to put this in production. All rights reserved
It's dope.
by
Yeah, it's dope.
RPB. All rights to this board game reserved by
Reserve.
RPB right now.
Yep, cause I was like, you know what? Like when we play Monopoly, we basically, we see what the process as far as accumulating wealth, getting out of bankruptcy, all these different steps and all these different challenges. So it was like, yo, this album, basically, this is the board game. This is the table right here, and basically, overcoming the pitfalls of white supremacy in the process for our freedom and our fight to our freedom. So I wanted to connect each song with different aspects of the board game. And then I wanted to kind of make it into a video game like concept. So when I came to Sincere, I was like, yo, this is like a multi-level idea. I don't know how we could pull it off, but I'm hearing like this from the visual because right now we understand everything is based on content. Everything is more visual in terms of the music. In terms, people want to see it. They want to connect with the brand. They don't just want to hear the song and then step away. They want to be engaged. So that's why I was like, we can do a board game, but we can also do a video game and connect it all with the album.
Yo, but you know what's crazy though? Listening to you talk about it right now,
Mm,
it still connects. It does connect.
mm, mm.
We thought we lost the concept because
Right,
in our mind the songs were supposed to like incorporate the board game. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And
right,
so when we didn't do it that way, we felt like okay, scrap that idea. But
right.
it still coincides. The music is just the soundtrack to the game itself. You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact.
The
That's a
game is
fact.
still a solid project. Video game and the board game is still a solid idea, and
Mm,
the music still coincides with it. So I don't know. We're gonna have to
right.
build on that. We're gonna have to build
Yeah.
on
Because
that.
because even when we came up with the spear and the shield concept, I said I wanted to connect that with the comic book. But then once we start building, we like, yo, we need to create animation with this whole comic book. We
Same
need to
thing.
make connect the animation thing to the album. So this is like high level art. Like this is beyond just an album. Like we're more visual in terms of how we want to present these projects. You know.
The way that budget set up, though.
Yeah, I know.
The way that
See, this
budget
is the
set up,
thing.
though.
This is yeah. And I want to say this, to our FBA family and our conscious community members, in terms of because Nicely touched on this on the live. It's like you got to understand that the way the enemy system is set up for these artists that are promoting Black Death, it's like they already have a system in place financially that supports these artists to promote this deaf culture to our families, to our children. So when brothers like ourselves are trying to create art that brings life and speaks life into empowerment into the black family, it's like we're putting our soul and everything that we have, our resources, into these projects. So, it takes a lot more for an independent artist like us to really get the notoriety and really be able to market these projects. We're putting 100% of our finances into them. So, we definitely need the support of the family to allow us to continue to grow and continue to put this type of music out there. People say, "Oh, it's no real good hip hop. There's no hip hop that speaks to the people. There's no hip hop that empowers the people." That was the point of Master Elements, because I wanted to create that. I wanted to show that we can do this in real time right now, and like Sincere said, and it don't have to be corny. What I mean? We can make some real bangers and really satisfy the purists, and also the family. Everybody can pull up the Spear and the Shield, and they can be educated but also entertained at the same time. So we've created the model. We just need the support to take it to the next level. In terms of marketing, in terms of visuals, videos, in terms of creating a tour, for Master Elements. That's something that I want to see happen next summer. We're dropping this project. We should be on the road. We should be on the road with those in our league. And another thing, we're creating a lane that nobody else has created. And Sincere also says this on the Spear and the Shield. Nobody is talking like we talking in terms of our concepts, in terms of our messaging, our song structure. We're taking it to another level.
Even the so-called conscious rappers, and I don't really like that title, but even the so-called conscious rappers ain't really talking about nothing. Like the stuff that they talking about as far as blackness and all of that, it was cool in the 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But with the information that we have today, us having a better understanding of the reality that we find ourselves in and what we up against, right. We gotta be talking some real shit. And these niggas ain't really saying nothing that's gonna rock the boat, change the status quo. They just talking about being proud to be black. Like we passed being proud to be black. Like black has been the shit. That's all.
And that's the thing. Like when we were in the trenches, when we created the Spear and the Shield during the pandemic. So we locked in on screens. I'm locked in a room on this machine, on this computer. Me and Sincere back and forth on live. We building these songs together. During that time, it was interesting because these so-called conscious artists that we kind of celebrated during that time, we were looking for them to come with messages to empower us, to actually bring hope to us as a people during that era. Everybody was locked down. We what are we doing? Who's speaking to our people? Who's speaking empowerment? Nobody said nothing. I'm checking. Everybody's like, yo, where's the records? Where's the stuff? Because usually when we go through struggle, there's usually that message right there, right? When we looked at James Brown, I'm black and I'm proud, and all the greats, they always, Curtis Mayfield, those artists, they always spoke to us when we went through the harsh times. Our people, that's a part of our culture when we talk about the blues and all that. So we were looking for the messages. We were looking for the music to empower us, to keep us going. We were locked down and nobody spoke. Nobody spoke against those powers. Nobody stepped up to the table artistically.
You would have thought the pandemic never even happened listening to these albums.
Exactly.
Like Nina Simone said, how could you be an artist and not reflect the times that you're living in?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was certain artists that we really expected that from. I think that was part of my initial disappointment with King Disease 2 from Nas. Everybody know Nas my favorite MC. Nas always been one to really push the line when it comes to some of this stuff. He was saying stuff that other artists were scared to say for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And so when that album came, I'm expecting, to hear from my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know he gonna say some shit. And then I push play and he talking about Asian hate and all of this. I'm like, wait, what? I'm offended.
Yeah, that that was a weak project. I mean, I'm not going. That's
I
that's
think it's
my
dope. I
guy.
think the music is dope,
Nah,
but
I
just
mean,
the
the
messaging, I was like, I ain't with this.
musically, yeah, but like you said, his usual messaging, like
Yeah.
he watered it down because that was the thing. He had got all that money and he was feeling himself at that point. So he started watering down the messaging. He was champagne life. So, he felt like, yo, I'm celebrating, I'm in a zone, but we in a struggle. We on lockdown and you talking about this and that. You know what I mean? You're not connecting with us.
So what
You're not
happens?
connecting.
So what happens when Sincere Love of God and DJ RP Beats are, gifted this huge bag, right? The bag is coming. We already know the bag is coming, but y'all got to put a little water on that message. What do y'all
That
do?
ain't never gonna happen,
It
man.
ain't happening.
Like
It ain't happening.
wherever we gonna get, whatever level we gonna make it to, we gonna make it there based off of what we doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not like we trying to water nothing down to get to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's the bag specifically. As far as when you're talking about somebody like the Nas, this person has been a millionaire most of his life. You know what I'm saying? But it's just when you in certain rooms, when you connecting with people from different communities and all of that, doing business with people from different communities, and you're not really in touch with what the grassroots is really feeling. You're not really tuned into that. You know what I'm saying? And so it just reflects the people that you're around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you lost touch a little bit. You lost touch a little bit.
Exactly, but that's the thing. You start trying to appease them, and you lose sight of.
You don't want to offend.
You don't want to offend them.
Friends, yeah.
Right? So we're seeing that even now with this whole Jewish situation. It's like you see in the positioning of.
You just trying to get us kicked off of YouTube.
Nah, not at all.
Now you coming on here on your Kanye shit. Codify that language a little bit.
Well, we say the group.
Yeah, that group.
So we see a lot of artists and those of in our community. They don't want to ruffle feathers.
Well, I'm on the side of, forgiveness. Like, Kanye says, I believe that, they need to start letting the past be the past, not, forgiving about what happened to them, but, forgiving and move on, Yeah, it's time to forgive and move on.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
let it go.
Let it go. I like him saying it.
Continue to hold on to the past. You can't move forward looking back.
Stop.
Move forward. You have to stop looking back. So
exactly.
Say that.
They tell us to get over it, right?
That's the thing. That's the only reason why I'm saying, I like him throwing that back at them because that's what they tell us. That's what they always tell us. And so now people see how ridiculous it actually sounds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To tell and aggrieve people that they need to just get over it. You know what I'm saying? And so that part of it I can respect, but
I mean, all the other stuff we ain't. Yeah.
I'm just saying on that specific point. Yeah. That's not my true feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You shouldn't forgive. Nobody should ask you to forgive.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But
God didn't forgive. I don't believe.
Right.
Not that.
Facts. So anyway, man, back to this project. So finally, we got the pre-order ready for y'all. Let me explain.
Let's do some splaining.
Let me explain what we got popping here. All right. So first of all, you go to the mastersrsvp.com. That is www.themastersrsvp.com. Hold on, let me get my banner so I can put this on the screen.
Exactly. And it's the.
Yes, sir.
Right.
I didn't say the.
Yeah,
I know you did. I just want to make sure I'm hearing stuff.
Oh. www.themastersrsvp.
Right.
Head on over right now.
Yeah, y'all can do that right now.
Pre-order.
Y'all can do that right now. Boom. There go right there on the bottom of your screen. www.themastersrsvp.com. And so once you get to the website, it's going to bring you here. You can see the dope album cover. By the way, how many of y'all could name all of the master teachers that's on the cover? You got 7 master teachers that we paying homage to with the cover of the master's table. I'll tell y'all who it is in a minute, but y'all can put some of the people in the chat. Those of y'all who know. And so the website, it just tell you a little bit about us, tell you a little bit about the project for people that's not familiar. So DJ RP Beats and Sincere of the God return with the highly anticipated project, The Master's Table. Yet another soundtrack to Black empowerment following the 2021 masterpiece, The Spear and the Shield. Did somebody say masterpiece? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sincere of the God is in rare form throughout the project with PhD level bar work that translate all of the lessons learned as a master student under the tutelage of the Grandmaster teachers who grace the cover of this work of art. Features from the Black Dot of Urban XTV and Young Kong the Dawn of the Mighty FOY. And also special shout out to my dude Second Son.
Yes.
SUN. Shout out to Second Son. So overall, this body of work that pays homage to the warrior scholars and master teachers who have laid the groundwork for dismantling the system of white supremacy and replacing it with justice. Master Elements is making their contribution to a new Black world with audio empowerment. You're all welcome to have a seat at the master's
table.
And so, the site tell you a little bit about RP right there, tell you a little bit about me right there. But all you got to do is click on the button right here so you can RSVP. Oh, now I got to share the other page. Hold on a second. I want to leave that one open.
How proud do you guys feel about what's about to, what people are going to hear, and what are you guys expecting? What type of feedback are you expecting, from the people that that support you and support good music?
Oh my God. Oh. I'm excited. I mean, the last go round with the Spear and the Shield, we created during the pandemic, so it was hard to gauge. I mean, we had a lot of love online, but I'm excited this time because everything has been great. It's been good vibes all the way around, and this album it basically shaped itself, little by little. Like the first draft of it is different than what it became, and I was able to add some instrumentalists, some players into the music. I had some trumpet players in there, so I brought some live elements into it, and it's beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say. It's beautiful.
Yep, same with me, man. Super proud, and mostly for that reason, the soundscape of it. You know what I'm saying? The rhymes, as it says on the site, the rhymes is the rhymes. You know what I'm saying? But the canvas that RP was able to bring to the table on this one, it just took it to a whole nother level. Like I said earlier, this is something that I've wanted to create for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not just beats and rhymes. I mean, we took it beyond that a little bit, but now it's really like I feel like a musician this time. You know what I'm saying? Like we composed a body of work this time.
Yeah, it morphed into more of a composition piece. It started out as song format with beats and production, like he said, but as I started working and I was looking for a sound. That's another thing with producers. When you're working on projects, I mean, we're cut from the cloth of the greats from the '90s and so forth, and each time those albums came out, the Public Enemies, the Tribe Called Quest, the Ice Cubes, and Dr. Dre, they always made sure that when they presented those projects, they had a distinct sound. Each album sounded different from the previous album. It was always a next level in terms of their growth. And I think this body of work is going to show that as well.
I was going to ask that. So you guys do feel like you've grown from project to project? Like from every project is like going up. It's not,
Yep.
staying here, but every project is going up, and you can see the growth in production, lyrically, all that stuff.
Yeah,
For sure. For sure. And the thing about it is, we always tapped into the times. And so the life just gives you so much material, you know what I'm saying? Especially us being in the space that we in, us doing what we do, you know what I mean? Doing this broadcast on a weekly basis, keeping up with current events and knowing exactly what's going on in the world that matters to our people, and just putting that in the music. You know what I mean? So the same way we got new material to talk about every week on the show. We were just mentioning like white supremacy don't give us no break. Shit.
None.
We could do a show every day and have material. You know what I'm saying? And so again, all of that stuff just gets put into the pot when we're making the music. You know what I mean? And then the ideas around the music, you know what I mean? When it comes to the marketing, when it comes to the visuals, you know what I'm saying, and all of that stuff. And you notice we're not on the cover of any of our albums.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We got a cartoon version of us, the Spear and the Shield, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's still that was creating a mythos kind of, you know what I'm saying? A different universe that was like a metaphor for what we go through in this realm, you know what I'm saying? So it still wasn't us, you know what I'm saying? So the music it's not really about us. It's a gift. It's our gift. It's our contribution to the movement.
Right.
And the movement is Black empowerment.
Exactly.
Right.
And ain't no movement without no soundtrack.
That's a fact.
And like you said, ain't nobody talking how we talking. So it's particularly what we do, FBA, this whole movement for reparations and all of that.
Yep.
I know there's a couple other artists in the space. I haven't heard too much of anything that I was like, oh, hey, this is serious right here. Not taking no shots. I'm just saying this is it. This is the soundtrack, what we do. You know what I mean? If it is anybody else that's out there that's dope, holla at me though. But I will shout out my dude Seth Fifth. He was down at the reparations rally. He actually got a song called Reparations that's dope. So shout out to Seth Fifth.
Shout out to you, Seth Fifth. RPB, I told Sincere, I think last weekend, I think that cover that you guys have, how he has those flags in the background, we need something like that. I think that'll be dope.
For the birds?
I can just see that hanging in the back. Like, I don't know. I love this cover. Like, of course, I have you guys' other music. This one right here, and I haven't heard anything, but this cover literally screams at me in a good way.
That's what we wanted.
That's what we were looking for. Like, that's it, That's
but speaking of the merch though, when you go to the website and when you click on the RSVP button, this is where it's going to bring you. You know what I'm saying? And so here you got options. You know what I'm saying? Life is about having choices. You know what I mean? It's up to you.
Facts.
Whatever you want to do. But you can get yourself a hoodie. And the only thing that's on pre-order is the actual album. So like say you want to get the bundle. Well, let me finish explaining what I'll explain. This right here is a canvas print of the album cover.
I love
and so
that.
this comes in a couple of different sizes. Where is it? Oh, I gotta click on it. It comes in a couple of different sizes. Between a 12 by 12 up to an 18 by 24. And so that's a nice piece that you can have on your wall. You know what I mean? Like Nicely was saying in the background, like we got right here. I'm definitely gonna have that up. I thought my stuff was gonna be here today too, man. My package didn't come today. I'm waiting on my samples to get here. I thought it was gonna be here today.
Take the package, y'all. Just get the package. You know what I'm saying? Get the whole bundle.
That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. But you know what I'm saying? Some people, they might not want the bundle, but the bundle is the best deal.
Yeah,
so
it is.
If you just want to get the hoodie, you could just get the hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Cover.
Go on and get you a hoodie. That's a nice fly hoodie right there. I wish I had it right now so I could put it on for y'all because it's high quality material and everything like that. The design is not going to fade out after you wash it a couple of times. It's going to last for a long time. So yeah, you definitely want to get that, man, so you could just have that energy with you. You know what I'm saying? Like it says here, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students. The Masters hoodie features some of our warrior scholars who are still with us and some who have transitioned to the ancestral realm. And so, from left to right, I'll let y'all know who it is right now. I think some people putting some of the master teachers inside the chat. But from left to right, we pay homage to Dr. Claude Anderson,
His soul.
Baba Dick Gregory,
Baba.
Shahrazad Ali, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, of course. Amos Wilson is the actual, like, the centerpiece for this project right here. A lot of it was inspired by his work and a lot of his lectures we were both listening to during the making of this project. So a lot of the theme of this project revolves around Dr. Amos Wilson.
Dr. Amos Wilson.
He's like the Christ figure in this, you know, our version of the Last Supper. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Minister Ava Muhammad and Mr. Mr. Neely Fuller.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we going to get some of these packages over to our living, master teachers? I think it would be dope.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that
some way. Dr. Claude, he's still here. I would love that to him. And if not the album, the canvas or
for sure,
or something like that, for sure.
For sure. Now we're gonna send them the whole package. All of those who are still with us, we're trying to get their information so we can get them a package. Dr. Anderson, Shahrazad Ali, and even Nelly Fuller. I know he's a little harder to reach, but some of y'all out there might have, some place where we could mail it for him. You know what I mean? But yeah, we definitely want to get that to them. And also, what I was going to talk about was Ava Muhammad, Dr. Ava Muhammad. And so we have a song on the album. Can I mention that?
Yeah.
You said yes.
Yeah.
We got a song on the album, on the Spirit and the Shield album. We did a song where we paid homage to the ancestors. What song was that? That was the Dr. Francis Cress Welsing song.
Yeah, that record. Yeah.
We did a song dedicated to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, but I think it was the second verse. I paid homage to a plethora of the master teachers who have transitioned. You know what I'm saying? And so on this album, we did a song paying homage to those who are still with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that song is called Flowers. We want to give them their flowers while they can still smell them. But right after we made the song, Minister Ava Muhammad passed away.
Right.
May Allah be pleased with her. But it was right after we recorded the song. I went online and seen everybody posting R.I.P. Dr. Ava Muhammad, and I was like, wow, like we just made the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so we kept it, but I went back and just tweaked it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we kept it on there, even though the song is dedicated to those who are still with us. She was still with us when we made the record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that record is, yeah, that's a special. Yo, I actually added a little piece intro to it too, so you'll hear that later on. But yeah, that's a special. But
this is why.
He'll hear it a little bit later. How about that? But yeah, that record. That's a special record. The way that came together, yeah, brilliant record. I was able to add the live instrumentation to what it became, and the strings and the pianos, and just it's a lovely record. I added the scratches to it. Sincere came back and tweaked it, and it hit home. Yeah,
I'm excited.
But okay, and so for this project, man, a lot of y'all was asking us for the Spirit and the Shield run. Y'all wanted physical copies and all of that, and so this time we got the CDs for y'all.
Yeah.
So you can get the CD plus the digital download with this package right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the Master's Table CD plus digital download. So you would actually get the physical CD as a collector's item, or if some of y'all still play CDs in the car or whatever. I don't think people do that, but I would just keep it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even taking out the plastic.
Yeah,
You
it's a
know what I mean?
collector's item.
Right. Exactly.
Thanks.
But the best deal that y'all could get, though, the best deal that y'all could
Okay.
get is just going to get the ultimate bundle, the Master's Table Ultimate Bundle, because that's the best deal price wise. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Right.
You're going to get the 16 by 16 canvas print. You're going to get the hoodie. You're going to get the CD plus the digital download. We're going to throw a couple other knickknacks for people who get the package too in there as well. But you get all of that for the low price. Where's the price at on this model? Oh, you got to choose your size. You got to put the size in here. I'm an extra large, y'all. Heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so you get the whole package for $133.77.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can start ordering that right now, and you will get the hoodie and the canvas print ASAP, and the CD and the digital download. You'll be the first to get it before it's on streaming platforms or anything like that. Once the album drops, we're going to ship the CD to y'all. You will get the digital download like instantly. Obviously, send y'all the link. You can instantly download that, and we'll mail y'all the CD so that y'all will get it before it's released on streaming platforms. But the hoodie and the canvas print, y'all gonna get that as fast as it ships to you.
And we get a hint on when we can expect
January.
All right. Oh, that's around the corner, y'all. That's like a couple
New
weeks.
Year. New Year.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
January.
2023 is on and popping.
January.
Mm-hmm.
Real
That's
soon.
around the corner. That's
Real soon.
Yep.
That's why we saying put your pre-orders in now.
Yes.
Order your package now. The album is ready to go. You know what I'm saying? We just doing the mixing, the mastering. 2 more verses got to get laid down, and then we're gonna get that to y'all. Everything else is ready. So get your hoodies now. Get your canvas prints now.
Get ready.
You know what I'm saying? It's a perfect gift if you want to gift somebody. You know what I'm saying, for the holidays or whatever the case may be. So it's a perfect gift for your dude, for your brother, your uncle, your nephew, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Go on and get them that package, man. They're gonna like it. Trust.
Shout out to Second Son. You on the check-in.
Second Son, peace to the God.
Peace to the God. He's featured on the joint. Had to have him on there.
Was he blowing? Or was he
We
spitting?
wanted. Well, we didn't say nothing, but he on there.
He on there. Peace to the God.
What else I wanted to tell y'all, man? I feel like I'm forgetting something about the details of the order. Been working on it so much.
Right.
It was a few different ways we was gonna have to roll it out, because, like I said, we couldn't figure out how to make it precise where you just got to push 1 or 2 buttons to be able to place the order. So I thought it was going to be all over the place, but last minute in the clutch, we was able to simplify it for y'all. So it's very easy. You just put in your information, put in your shipping information, choose your sizes, boom, we're good to go. But I didn't think we was going to be able to make it that easy. So I was trying to think of other creative ways to roll it out and release it to y'all. And so I think that's probably what's going on in my head that I'm thinking I'm forgetting. But it's it, man. Y'all go to www.themastersrsvp.com. Place your orders now. Get the bundle, man. Get the bundle package.
Yeah, get that bundle, y'all. Just go through. Get the whole thing. Get the whole deal.
Don't cheat yourself.
Exactly.
What else would y'all like to see as far as merch? T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Besides the hoodies and the canvas prints.
I need a crop top. You know, it gets hot out here. I'm in California. We don't get snow and stuff. So y'all, you know.
We talk about like the half hoodies, the
half hoodies. Yeah, that would be cute because like I like to, you know.
The half hoodies might be. I'm picturing that too. The half hoodie would look fly.
I'm really girly. I'm very, very girly. Even when I have on sneakers, I still have to girl it up. I don't want to look like a stud. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So the girls don't want to like studs. You know, and not to say that hoodies are studdish, but you can't really like fem it up enough. You know what I'm saying? So if I have a crop one with some cute leggings and some tennis shoes, you know, or some flip flops or something, like I still can be cute.
Yeah, well, you got a big ass son over there.
I do. Big and
Yeah,
home.
big ass football player over there.
Mm.
So yeah, let's get some crop tops,
Autograph CDs. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I forgot to mention. The CD and the canvas will be autographed in the packages. No. I'm lying. That's a different package. Yeah, the CD will autograph the CDs, but for everything else, y'all gonna have to come to the shows or to the other events that we do when we selling merch and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the CDs, we'll sign those for y'all for those of y'all that get the bundle. If you don't get the bundle though, if you don't get the bundle, then you're not getting the signed copy.
Speaking of shows.
Yeah, we got some shows coming up too. We got some shows coming up February 3rd and February 4th.
Yes.
We're gonna be at the Atrium on the 3rd in Stone Mountain, and we're gonna be back at Kai's and Cole's on the 4th. So that's February 3rd and 4th. Atlanta area. Those of y'all that follow me, y'all see we did the damn thing last week at the Kai's and Cole spot. Nice spot too. I like that spot. So we're gonna be back there again February 4th, and the Atrium is on the 3rd. So I'll let y'all know about the tickets for the Atrium. You don't need tickets for the one on the 4th, but for the one on the 3rd, y'all gonna need to get your tickets and stuff like that.
2023, the Masters Table is about to be.
Yep, call it all promoters, all promoters hit us up. Bring us to your city, bring us to your town. We gonna rock out.
For sure. And shout out to Knowledge Born. Knowledge Born
be shout out to Knowledge Born.
With these shows and all of that, you know what I mean? And it's a couple of people that hit me up after the show that didn't even know I was in Atlanta for whatever reason. A couple people hit me up like, I didn't know you was in Atlanta. I'm like, I'm down here. I won't be coming outside, but I'm down here. You know what I'm saying? And so they was talking about, they would have came out, they would have showed love, like next time let me know type shit. And so I'm trying to brainstorm, how we could put on our own joints, you know what I'm saying? Because we are building the audience, you know what I'm saying? There's people that want to support, you know what I mean? And so I think we could put something together real fly, especially if we're able to work something out with these musicians where we can have a band behind us rather than just the music.
Right.
For this project, the live band is going.
That's going to be essential, yeah.
So holler at us too, musicians, especially if y'all in either New York or Atlanta area. You know what I'm saying? Holler at us if you play bass, if you play keys, if you play horns. You know what I mean? You got a little band that you rock with. Not no little band, but you got a band that you rock with. Holler at us, man. Let's chop it up, man. We definitely got some dope ideas for the live performance of this album.
Yeah, the live show is gonna be incredible. Looking forward to that.
Man, I gotta get my ass back in shape. That shit ain't as easy as I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. We both gotta be on it, but it's
drummers for sure. Yes. Actually, not necessarily. I ain't gonna say for sure, but drummers possibly. I'll say that.
Yep.
The drummer is not actually a necessity, but yeah, that's possible also.
Keys.
But it's more so the keys, bass, and horns.
We get some horn section.
Georgia, he's in what is it called? Manchester, Georgia? I don't know how far that is. I think it's called
Never heard of it.
It's in the country.
Yeah.
But he good. He bad, actually.
Yeah, tell him to holler at me, man. If it ain't too far, we could, we could work something out.
Yeah, he's in Georgia though. Somewhere. I think they said like Atlanta for them as far as driving is like an hour drive. Somewhere.
I know a lot of times, man, people just be, they play if they're not playing in church, they don't really be getting no gigs like that to play nowhere. So it's just
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to give the musicians, we want to bring the musicians out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We want to bring the musicians out. And so it's something that's mutually beneficial. You know what I'm saying? because
actually, I know a bass and a guitar player too, though, out there in Georgia. Like,
Oh
all
wow.
BS
and that's
aside,
exactly what we need.
they're brothers actually. They're brothers.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So one is the drummer, and the other one plays bass as well as guitar. So
Oh,
That's what
small
we need,
world.
man.
Yeah, that's a
That's what
fact.
we need. Time to
That's a
get the
fact.
networking. Trying to get the
let's go.
networking because if we can get something prepared for February, that'd be great. But the album will be out in January. No specific date yet because we gotta wait. Once we submit it to the distributor, we got to get the date approved. So January, January. But you can place your orders right now.
Right.
Place your orders right
Facts.
now, and you're gonna be the first ones to get it. Y'all gonna be the first ones to hear it before it's on streaming platforms. So
And
place
also,
your orders now.
right now, make sure that you guys are following Sincere Love the God on all platforms, as well as DJ RP Beats, because you know they're gonna be posting about that album when it's officially dropped. So y'all know when it's in your email. For those that ordered the package and the digital downloads, etc., make sure that you're following these two brothers here on all platforms, and of course, follow me at nyctegur with the number 1 on Instagram and nyctegur without the 1 on Twitter. Tomorrow, I will be on Instagram Live with my sister Brown Skin Batty for the Pick Me Godcast. That is
Dope.
7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm super excited, super nervous, but y'all pull up. We're gonna have fun.
So y'all getting a sneak peek from the Pick Me Godcast promo. The song that y'all hear on the Pick Me Godcast promo is actually a little snippet from the Master's Table album. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got a little snippet right there. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. But y'all posted it already, right?
What? The flyer?
Yeah.
I will right now.
Oh, y'all didn't post it yet?
I have not.
Okay, we about to do that right now.
I've been slacking.
We about to do that right now. So once y'all see us post the new flyer for the Pick Me Godcast, which is gonna be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Well, what time is it again?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. y'all time.
My time.
Yeah,
Pacific.
okay. So 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Pick
Yeah.
Me Godcast. And so we're gonna post
Fire.
the flyer right now. And so y'all go like the flyer, share the flyer on your story, and leave a comment and tell us what you think about the snippet.
Dope.
That's a song from the Master's Table. But that does it for today's episode. But RP Beats, man. What does freedom and power mean to you, guys?
Gotcha.
Freedom and power. Well, it's befitting to what we're doing. I would say the ability to express ourselves and speak truth to power without fear. And I'll leave it there.
All right, and so, man, last words for the family. Make sure y'all get y'all pre-orders in right now, man. www.themastersrsvp.com. Get the bundle. I suggest everybody get the bundle. But, you know, if you just want to throw a little 25 on it or whatever case may be, get the CD, get the digital download, get the hoodie. But cop you something, you know what I'm saying? Because this also, the pre-order also serves as a de facto fundraiser also. So instead of me just begging y'all to just hit the Cash App and send me some money so we could finish the project and do some of the things that we want to do as far as the project, you get a product in exchange for being able to help us, you know, manifest our dreams and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So get the bundles, family. Get the bundles.
Get them bundles, man. Get them bundles. And I think we should do a live listening party. I think that's something we should do that. Yeah, we talked about that. So
yeah, we're gonna do something.
Yeah,
we're gonna do something. Either way, the February show is really gonna be our coming out party. If we don't get nothing before that locked in, that February show is gonna be served as our coming out party. We're gonna turn up, we're gonna celebrate, you know what I mean? We're gonna make it fly. The RP gonna be down here in the A.
Yep, I'll be there. I got the flight locked. Let's go.
Yeah, and so the one that I did last week, I didn't even really promote it to people in my circle like that. I didn't really tell nobody I was going to be performing or nothing, because I just wanted to see what the vibe was going to be like. But now that I see, you know, where it's at, you know what I mean? It's people that want to support, and we're going to make sure people come out and turn up with us.
Yes, sir.
All right. Other than that, family, appreciate everybody tapping in with us today on our. This was supposed to be the Black Business Showcase, but you know, we flipped it. We flipped it on y'all tonight.
Surprise!
But is that it?
That's it.
All right, family. Remember, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students.
That's the students.
And the signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. Peace and Black love.
Most resilient, we poster children of prophecy fulfillment. We gotta be God's children.